Hello, thanks for giving this video a shot. My name's Salvador. I'm a men's clothing reseller. I've been doing it on eBay for about a year now, a little over. And it's been a passive source of income, but I'm starting to focus a little more, and I think this year I'm going to make it a full-time gig. Right now, as it stands, it's covering about a third to a half of my rent or bills for the month. So it's not too bad. I kind of know what I'm doing to a degree, but sales kind of slowed down with the holidays, and I figured it's time to focus and pull out some of the big guns. I used to work at a men's consignment store, La Jolla, long time ago. Did it for 7 years, and when I stopped working there, I still kept a bunch of inventory that I would shop around and list on the store myself. It was a nice hobby. You know, whenever I was somewhere new in town, I'd stop into a thrift store, pick up some shirts, and stock up on anything that was my size primarily, which was great because if it didn't work out, if it didn't fit me or didn't fit my style, I could always put it in the shop, consign it. So right now I'm going to dig through a bunch of these old shirts. Unless there's some new stuff mixed in, for the most part, this should all be inventory that I acquired 8 or more years ago. I didn't plan on getting back into clothing reselling, but my buddy Matthew saw that I had a bunch of stuff, and he's like, duh, just do it, dude. I'm not going to wear a bunch of this stuff anyway, so let's get to it. First up is actually perfect. It's actually got a consignment Les Chauvinistes tag from back in the day. This is actually before we did discounts. We used to put the discounts on the ticket, and every 3 months to 6 months you'd see when the price would go down. It would help move inventory pretty quick. So this is a Brooks Brothers shirt. We had it at $39 and we're putting it at $20. One of my co-stars, Brioni. I live in a zoo. So this is a Brooks Brothers shirt. All these are about medium, large, depending on the size I am. Pretty nice, pretty decent condition as well, long sleeve. And I figured what I do is, as I'm pulling out some of these shirts, maybe get an idea for the price to expect. I haven't really been selling stuff that we used to consider high-end or fancy because it was a La Jolla, California store, as much on the, like I used to. Let me really say that. I haven't been selling more higher end or fancy or dressier clothes for the most part. It's been t-shirts, tie-dyes, you know, streetwear for the most part. Bless you. My other co-host, I have a few. It's Murdoch. He says hello. Sounds like Lorraine from Mad TV. Alright, so I'm going to kick over this thing. Please bear with me. I'll do my best to edit where I can. Brooks Brothers long sleeve button. Oh, awesome! $10 is fine with me. $24, $30 ish after ended recently. Let's see what they go on the high end just for fun. Oh yeah, the coat. Wood. All right, focus. Shipping lowest first. Even that's fine with me. It's not doing me any good being in a box. $10 would be a sweet spot. If I get 20 to 30, that would be really sweet. Hey, kitty. What are you doing over here? She's just assisting me on some stuff. All right, next up we have... Oh, easy, cool. This is another Brooks Brothers shirt. Blue. Plaid. Is this plaid? Or is this a check? This is plaid. Got the little logo there, lamb. Thought it was a piggy for the longest time. And yeah, we had this one at $39. It didn't sell. My account, my size. I hope it doesn't fit me. We'll try to go down. So yeah, that's another one we can expect. $10 easy. This guy right here from the shop. We originally had it at 40. It didn't move. Again, maybe like 10 years ago it was in the store. Something like that. And it's kind of hard to see until I bring it up close. But this is actually brown and white micro houndstooth. The brown logo there. I'm still figuring out my lighting, so please bear with me. It's not iridescent, it's just coming off like that on the screen. I see polos all the time when I go to thrift stores. Or Ralph Lauren. Lauren, button down. I'm guessing it's going to be low. Yeah, polos there, $5. $5. 99 cents. I'm doing buy now, by the way. I'm not doing any of the auctions. I haven't really been interested in doing auctions. I'm not super stressed. All right. You're gonna have to go up here because you're standing on close. Up here. All right. There you go. Go in your little box. Thank you. All right. Cool. And 22 would be nice. Got some decent ones in there. I think we're just gonna price these low and to move. This is coming up next. We got another Ralph Lauren. This one's medium, 100% Blake cotton, made in Hong Kong. Let's see, and this one didn't go for 20, didn't go for 30. Yeah, I'm not too stressed about it. I'll list it low and get it to go. Another one, it's a tan, brown, and black. This Tattersall? Man, I'm so I'm so out of practice. Man, I should have watched some of your videos. Another one that, again, I'll be happy to move it for 20-ish, but I don't need to. Red always pops. Red Ralph Lauren, I love to see. This one's a little faded. Looks a little 90s dad-ish. Only on the collar, there's like some wrinkling and pressing. This one I'm not going to put up for too high, and I'm sure it'll move pretty quickly. Another made in Mariana Islands. Oh, okay. It just sounds fancier than Hong Kong. To me. I would. Right here we got, this is silk shirt. I wore this a couple times, but this Mad Men look is just not mine. I love this shirt. It's incredibly light. It's partially somewhat, transparent when you hold it up. You can kind of see the window. You can see my taped up window. That was supposed to replace about 1.5 years ago. This is by, I don't know who. I don't know who that is. Simi Gueghi, Simi something. It's made in Italy. It's large. It's 100% silk, a dry clean only shirt. This one's in great condition, just been a little wrinkled until I get my steamer replaced or repaired. It's going to stay a little wrinkled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I was going to do 20, but I might do 30 shirts just to see. Italian silk. Oh my gosh, look at my spelling. Italian silk, I guess button. But, yeah, short sleeve. Don't you dare. You know what? I'm going to take you outside. Let's do that. Yeah, that's smart. I just heard her pounce and I just hear all the claws make contact. Right as I lay down my silk shirt, I see her eyeing him. No. Not today, cat. Ariat, Ralph Lauren. Right now. I feel like I could get like around 30 for this. I feel something's telling me 30-ish. Maybe the right guy. It is nice. It is in really good condition. Discoloration can come out with some cleaning. I just haven't cleaned it. Might even be able to spot treat it, but look at that, it's already gone. I'll that later. Yeah, it's a nice shirt. Hopefully I can get like 20 to 30 for it. All of these should be listed by the end of the day. If not, by the end of tomorrow, day after posting. Oh, alright, I remember these. Yeah. These came from a lot. Linen shirts. Arnys of Paris. I think those are all Arny shirts right there. I vaguely remember going to the thrift store where we'd call her mom would work, and she would constantly just give us the best deals. Until one day when we found out her son, who owned the thrift store, who actually owned the shop, he was going out and buying all the, the storage lots and just filling his stores with them. He told her not to give any prices out anymore because we hooked up. We got hooked up pretty bigly. Bigly, yeah, pretty majorly a few times there. I remember one time I got a lot of over 100 pieces for $50 to $1 each, and they were all new with price tag Neiman Marcus, silk scarves, shirts, sweaters, all purchased in the 80s and 90s, kept in storage for 2 decades, and then sold to me. I might even still have some of those pieces. But anyway, yeah, this is Arnys of Paris, button down, button collar, linen. It's a little wrinkly, but linen, as Ralph Lauren, I think, used to put on his tags, is guaranteed to wrinkle. Obviously, you don't want to look like this when you go out, but it'll press out, it'll steam out. Not really super wear on the collar. Looks pretty fine. Gotta get used to the blocking, making sure my arm doesn't get in the way. Yeah, sorry folks. First video. It's gonna be a rough one. Arnys of Paris. Let's see what that goes for. Arnys of Paris. Button down linen. I think we sold them at the shop for around $200. Oh yeah, you know, you're gonna learn that I'm not the best speller. No matches? Oh wow, okay. The real. Canali, blah, 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 blah. Huh. Arnys of Paris, there we go. It's Poshmark. I feel that this may be niche enough to where people may not know its value. Yeah, that's interesting. This time I'm spelling it right. Right? I mean, there's a space, so maybe... Oh, shoot. There we go. Just ignore the space. The implied apostrophe was a silly assumption on my part. Still no results there. Men's Arnys Paris Cashmere. Yeah, flannel for 500. Okay. This one looks like I'm going to need to do a little bit more research before I set it up to price. But I do remember it being high-end. It was pretty much an instant seller to the guy that was the right size. That was what was beautiful and interesting about working at the consignment shop. You get a lot of pieces. Typically, it'd come from one person, right? Maybe they fluctuated in size, but they were mostly same arm length, same whatever. And if they were not enough size or rare enough size, you could see an item sit on the shelf for a good while. And I'm saying maybe 6 months, maybe a year. But if it's an item that's worth keeping in the store, we'd keep it because it would draw attention, bring people in. You know, bring in that guy that tries it on 3 times, hoping that on the 3rd time it actually fits him without tailoring. But then finally, the right guy comes in, and the piece is the right size. And then you maybe see dollar signs, but you think like, I can clear some shelving finally. Come this way, sir. There's 4 more in that same exact size in multiple styles. So maybe if you don't like the green Arnys of Paris shirt, you'll like the red Arnys of Paris. And these are XL. They feel XL, pretty flowy. This is not linen, however. It's cotton, button down. I'm going to definitely do some research before I list these guys. I might even ask my buddy Matthew if I can borrow his steamer or go to his house and steam, because I took mine apart. I might post some pictures, actually. Don't ignore the warning to use distilled water. You don't want to find out that you have hard water or that your steamer isn't working when it's, super imperative to use because you got lazy and you decided to use tap water. Mine looked like it had a bunch of stalactites of gel and calcification just dripping off it. Did not look good, and it's not going to be running anytime soon. So yeah, distilled water all the way. Arnys of Paris. Yep, all these are Arny shirts. We get t-shirts at the store. I used to call it like the T-zone. Oh, what is this? Piece of felt or lining or something. Oh, it's a lining from a hanger. That's actually probably why these shirts are in pretty good condition. The guy had a little felt or a little protector on the hanger top too, so the wire wouldn't damage it. 17, extra large. So the T-zone, we look basically there, straight down where the buttons line up. That's where like the most use is, and you don't want to find too much spotting. A little bit of staining on the bend, it's fine. You can actually treat that OxyClean or whatever. Just do a little test sample so you don't remove too much or any of the coloring. They say OxyClean doesn't remove the coloring of stuff. It does. It definitely can, depending on the ink used or the material used. But I've had everything just lose a little bit of color or something in the water, so just be careful with that. These I'm just gonna steam. I might do a spot check on that one while I'm waiting, just because that's kind of apparent when you grab it. But whoever gets it will probably be able to do it themselves when they take it to their fancy dry cleaner that I'm assuming they have. Another Arnys of Paris, 16.5, 42, maybe before they went up to XL. But a nice purple white tattersall. Real nice shirt, lightweight, cotton, not linen. So not as wrinkly, but it doesn't have the starchy, protective, anti-wrinkle stuff that I really don't like on my shirts. Personal thing. Cool. Brings us to what, 10-ish, 12-ish? Excuse me, sir dog. So those we kind of looked up. We already know what to expect to a degree. Let me boop, 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 boop. We'll do some more research later. I'm trying to be focused for the first time in my life this year. Lorenzini, made in Italy. Size 15. Small. Medium. It's like a medium small. 16.5, 16 was me when I was large. 15, 15.5, medium to small. Or medium-ish, and then maybe like 14.5 to 15 small, depending. I have to double check that. Nice shirt. That gray and black little pinpoint stitching. Oh, it's actually a micro check. That's a check pattern. Yeah, let's see what this guy goes for. Lorenzini. We used to sell these also like in the same price point as Zegna's. I think Zegna shirts we used to start at 50. I wonder what the men's button down. I wonder what the shock I'm gonna feel is when they're like, I find out something so devalued. I mean, that's fine. Being sold online, used, 15 to 20. That was shipping, 14. These are all pretty fine. I mean, this is gonna be 20 shirts. If I can sell 20 shirts for $10 each, I'd be happy with that. Just got to make sure that the time I spend on these shirts is worth what I'm getting in the end. I usually break it down by day. If I'm listing a bunch of small items and it's like 30 pieces, but they're only going to get me 5 each, you don't really want to do that. Maybe pepper a few of those, but work on some high-ticket items. For a while, I was getting into the habit of listing things that were of a certain value and then calling it a day. But since the year turned around, I'm just kind of just working and listing all day, every day, until this stuff's out of sight, out of mind. I've also been motivated by Matt, what's his, Thrift the Life's videos, and Big Yumbo. There's a couple people out there. They showed some organizational videos that were helping me out a lot. So I'm in the middle of undoing some bins, listing stuff as I go, using the SKU system that a lot of people are using, holding it nice and neat. So it's basically listed, measured, photographed, and packed up as soon as I'm done. Once it's out of my hands, I can't pick it up and put it on because it's ready to go to a nice, good home. 39, 15.5, Ermenegildo Zegna. I know I mispronounced that. This is orange and white microcheck, similar to that Lorenzini. I think it has the person's initials. I'm not going to worry about removing that. That should be fine. Doesn't bleed through. It's a nice shirt. Nice lightweight cotton spring summer shirt. Looks like a creamsicle a little bit. Zegna men's button down. Okay, that's what I like to see. I sold some Zegna pants, I think, for 40 plus shipping a while back, earlier in the year, that I found that didn't fit me. 39 marked down. So I found something interesting. Whenever you're posting something and listing something on your eBay mobile app, and it says research prices, you click that for the buy it now people, and you see what it's going for, and it'll say this item sold at this price. You will sometimes find that very same item on your browser with the price crossed out. So I'm just going to assume, because I'm cynical, that it's intentional, that eBay wants you to think that you can ask, or will ask, $39 for this, getting your hopes up. Or maybe, I don't know, they think you won't do any more research, but just look out for that. You will see some items that say, hey, similar items have sold for this price, this price, this price. You hop on and search that exact item with the same picture. It will show you, in some cases, that it has been haggled down due to the best offer setting. That's what I'm trying to get at. The best offer setting was used, so they actually paid less than what that price was posted at. I think it gives you a bad metric for what to list stuff at. I think it's good to have the browser up on your phone. If you're using your phone browser, not just the app, set your phone browser to desktop mode so you can actually see the desktop data that you're getting. It might rearrange itself a little differently. If you don't have a computer, it's kind of the best way to see what people are seeing when they're browsing the full store. And it's not the biggest deal. Maybe this person sold it for $37 instead of $39. That's fine, but you want to sell things quick. You don't want anything to gather dust. So yeah, I'm going to list these again, maybe like around $20, $6 shipping. I've been doing free shipping on some items and minimal shipping, like a flat rate shipping on other items. And so far I'm making like 50 cents, $1 sometimes on some flat rate shipping, which is kind of nice. And I really don't like hiding it, but I was noticing that some of my free shipping items just weren't selling. So when I made the change, I don't know what the difference was, but a lot of the cases the prices remained the same, and they still sold. So maybe the right person just happened to stumble across it. This coffee break brought to you by Hazelnut Hawaiian. Oh, one of my favorite brands, but of course a high-end brand would be one of my favorites. This is a Brioni. Looks maybe like early 2000s, like mid 2000s, just like the design and the striping, and just it's like it looks okay, but it's a little, I don't know. I feel like you'd wear it to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or The Weakest Link. You know what I mean? It just kind of gives that kind of vibe, I don't know. But it's Brioni. Brioni used to sell really well. We used to sell their ties for $100, a used tie for like as little as $89 to $100, and then it would go up from there. I keep on doing that. I keep on crossing off Brioni men's button down shirt. I've had this keyboard 3 years. I'm still not used to the dimensions of the gaming Corsair keyboards. $100. Nice. $240 for a new. Look at us learning. I might do these videos more often just because it's less boring talking to myself. It's substantially more entertaining. Awesome. 50, 60. I'm trying to find something that has this pattern or this kind of weirdness. See, even that's more traditional. I like that. 32. Yeah, if I could get 50, that'd be sweet. If I could get around 30 to 40, I'll take it. Extra large. I know a lot of people get concerned about like when they get double XL, triple XL, like odd size or unique size, bigger size clothing. That's understandable, especially if you're buying volume. But the good thing is you just need one guy, one seller, one buyer, just one person this time. So take a risk sometimes on that piece that you find, and you might get lucky and have a guy that's a 3X that wants a Brioni. Actually, I've had that happen a few times. But a good rule, like I said at the beginning, is buy stuff that's your size, because at the very least you can wear it if it doesn't work out for you. I like this this kind of traditional tartan. It's like it's got to be, right? No. Look at me. I'm gonna be learning, and so anxious that I messed up that I'm gonna be looking up stuff as I'm doing this video. Is it tartan? Is it just a plaid? This is a Bullocks Wilshire. Bullocks Wilshire. Bullocks Wilshire. There's the microphone. Our flannel? Imported fabric. Made in the USA. Our flannel. I'm going to look that up. Bullock Wilshire. Bullocks? Bullocks. It's all bollocks, you know, if you break it down. Huh. Another one bites the dust. I'm not seeing it. By the way, I'm in incognito mode because I didn't want to accidentally dox myself and accidentally post a video showing my name or, you know, my address or something like that. $17, Bullocks and Jones, Bullocks. Wilshire, $100. Bullocks Wilshire. Art. What? That's the logo. Dead stock. Okay. Are they new? All right. Well, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research because it seems like it goes either for very low or very high. I'm guessing this was a brand of note. It just is no longer around. When did Bullocks Wilshire go out of business? 89. They became iMagnet. Oh, look at us. Look at you learning things today. All right. So I'm going to be in a weird comfort zone of, hey, at least I can sell it for $15. But like the Gucci tie I sold earlier this week, could I have sold it for 50? I'm just going to be thinking in the back of my head, could I have had more? Yeah, you can always sell things for more, but you want to sell things and get, you know, use out of it. If you're not going to be wearing it, if you're not going to be gifting it, if you're not going to be rocking it, repurposing it, crafting with it, then sell it. This will go. I do remember photographing some of these years ago, but I'm not going to use those photographs because I don't know if things have changed. I'm going to double check as I list these guys, make sure there's no holes. I'm pretty anal about getting rid of moths, silver bugs, keeping cedar little pieces of wood, cedar hangers, keeps some bugs away, which is nice. Irish Spring, actually here keeps some rodents and bugs as well. The Irish Spring soap, you just put a little bit of that wax under the lip of like your lid or under your thing. Don't do it though. If it's wrong, I don't want to be blamed. So this is actually from that lot I was talking about that Big Mama sold to us. This is a Salvatore Ferragamo with a Neiman Marcus tag still on it. Store 23 3000. Let's see. December 1st. Something like that. There you go. I always assume, just from having worked in the, sorry, cat attack, having worked at the shops, that if it looks pixelated, if the tag looks pixelated, then it's just older. It's 80s, 90s, something like that. 100% cotton, Salvatore Ferragamo. It's a nice gray shirt. It looks like it has a little bit of taupe running through it. And I think when it's not exactly a check, that makes it a Tattersall. If not plaid. Vintage medium Salvador. Sure. Wow. All right, cool. Interesting. There's not a lot of Salvatore Ferragamo that isn't a shoe up here. I don't know if he doesn't do shirts that often. If you're wondering what I'm doing for the quick tab, Control T is how I do that, and then Control Paste, Control V. I mean, yeah, to paste is Control V. Salvatore Ferragamo. Authentic Ferragamo. All right, I'm going to list this high. This is a brand new shirt. It's vintage. It's at least 30 years old, 20 or 30 years old. I might even go as far as to look up to see if anyone's transferred over any catalogs. Gosh, I'm realizing how scratched up my arms are. It's the joy of being a cat owner with a really warm computer. And I'm trying not to scruff my cat, so I'm trying to lift them from underneath. And I caught Shiano on a bad one. She went John Wick on me. Alrighty. Oh, for a second I thought I had a price tag. Yeah, I think I'm going to price that one high. I am going to try to aim for the triple digit. Dude, seeing some for 200 new and rents due, I might list some high. I got some high pieces. I try not to do too many. I try not to sit on things like I'm saying, but that one might be worth it. Oh, cool. All right, so these three, I think, came from the same gentleman. I might bundle them because I'm worried about reaching the limit of my free listings. I'm still in the free listing category. I haven't paid for eBay yet, but maybe as I continue doing these videos, you can join me in in witnessing my evolution into a full-fledged eBay seller or eBay dropout. Nice, kind of lightweight cotton see-through. It feels like it's a pretty tight weave, but it doesn't feel like it's got anything else. I think it's just straight up cotton. It's gray, white. It's a gray and white tonal vertical stripe. Woven in, yeah, cotton, made in Italy, Brioni, of course. Oh man, I keep on looking at them from my perspective. Apologies if I'm not really doing the best at holding them up, but you get the ideas. These will be posted at the store soon enough. So there's the first one. This one has an argyle or diamond pattern woven into it. It's blue, black. It would be perfect for a magician. Or the man that brings magic into your life. A little too long to say that. All that coffee, I'm still not on point with my riffing. I'm going to laugh if I'm on Discord and my friends are listening to me right now. I talk to myself. Oh, hi guys. And the third one in the set, it's actually the twin. This one must have been the user's favorite. It feels like it was washed at home, maybe a little more. It has a little bit more use, more pressing on the sleeve, whereas the others didn't. So, and this happened a lot at the consignment store. You can kind of pick out what was the person's style, what they liked the most, and they just had to get rid of because it was out of wear, and the stuff that maybe didn't fit. That was great about all these like wealthy dudes. They'd get a ton of clothing. Well, it sucks that they were wasting it. It sucks that they were not putting it to use. But when they finally consigned it, you would get near pristine, hardly used inventory with a small fraction of the wore down stuff. And typically their favorites we wouldn't list, or we couldn't, because especially with pants with older guys, there's some staining you just don't want to deal with. And you can't, you got to, with grace, tell them like, hey sir, we can't take these, but we can donate them for you if that's cool with you. Here you go. Yeah, this piece right here, we probably took it in because it came with the other ones, and there's a little bit of wearing with the collar here. I don't know if this came in with my Neiman Marcus lot or if it was from like one of those same like bundles or something like that. But yeah, this one right here, and then this Canali should be our tail end for it. So, oh, my mistake. Sorry, I'm like losing focus. So. Sure. Oh wow, that effect actually messed with my brain a little bit. I kind of like what they're going for, but it reminds me of the Star Wars wipes going through. Just like George Lucas, new scene. 200, 300, pre-owned. This is kind of shocking to me. 28. Okay, that makes more sense. Let's see what they've sold for. 94, 28, 92, with $50 shipping from Poland. Oh, international shipping. Don't be afraid to do it. I have under 300 sales, but I haven't had any issues with any international shippers, and they're all really happy to get their stuff. Sold video games, sold shirts, sold custom dyes. $200, $130. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's see. Brioni lot. I feel lots devalue just by virtue of devalue like the overall amount you can get just by virtue of like you're limiting the buyer, but it almost guarantees or it should guarantee a quick sale. Because as I said, they're expecting this to come from one person that was maybe the same size. So if all the sizes match up, boom, I just got 4 Brioni shirts for $30 plus shipping. Even $80. That's an insanely good deal. And I've never worn a previously owned or used shirt and had someone stop me and go like, whose was that before? Once it's on you, it looks like you wore it. It looks like you know, it's your shirt. Yeah. I don't know why I'm telling that to you. You probably already know what I'm... You probably already agree. But for the people that don't like wearing used stuff, you can wash it. And then it's yours. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this one bundled with the other one. Maybe see if I can get 90 for it. 80 for the two. Just because the other one is in really good condition. It looks really nice. And I just hope the guy that likes this shirt more than this shirt would see the value in that. And then this one looks really good. There's just something about it. It still looks pretty modern. The collar looks okay. It's not too flared out, too big. I think this one would sell immediately. Let me see if there's like a gray tonal. Brioni men's gray shirt. Oh, once I type that in, it kind of throws off the searching. Too many other grays. Oh man, if I start making a little more money, I might start buying my stuff on eBay from the sellers that just want to get rid of stuff too. Because there's some things that I'm not worried whenever I see something sold that it'll, you know, devalue what I'm trying to get for it. But there's some things I'm like how could you sell that for that low? Like, why did you even put it on eBay if you're selling it that low? But hey, it's your life, bud. It's your life, guy. Oh man, I'm actually excited to list. I've been dragging my feet the last few days because I've been just doing comic books and stuff. So this is a Canali. I think I bought this one for myself at a thrift store. It looks, yeah, 42, 16 and a half. This was one of my Canalis that I had stumbled upon. I don't even think it had a stain or wear. I do remember now. My stepmom, Paula, she actually was able to spot treat. It had some oil stains or like body stains, and she was actually able to spot treat and get some of it that was visible and get it to be hidden. You can kind of see it, especially like there. Oh, sorry. Where the collar bends, like it's just some staining, some dirt staining that leaves like a permanent wear mark just from it being bent out that way. A little bit of wear onto my jacket just constantly. But the overall spotting, not in there. And thankfully, it's not there, so I can list it. This is really nice. It's a striped They have a herringbone looking weave running down the stripes. And apologies for the flash. Let me see if I can dial this light back. There we go. Yep. Something in there. Yeah, kind of nice. Cotton with a contrasting, like, herringbone weave. It's a little bit thicker. And dotted brown stitching. I mean, the way they stitch it just looks like it's, like, perforation marks. Looks nice. It's, light. Yellow or eggshell. It's got a little bit of a color in there. It's not an iridescent light that's hitting it. It's got some color in there. We're nearing 45 minutes, and I really appreciate you guys just letting me talk your ear off. Hopefully the audio even got picked up. I was having issues earlier. I'm gonna count the items off to the side. Maybe an animal will entertain you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 more. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm just working my way in order. Oh, I see. It's going to be a nice box to work through. See some more cool pieces. This is Ike Behar. Ike Behar. 1532 cotton, made in Canada. Apologies for not saying all the made in and sizes and blah blah blah. I'll stop apologizing and I'm working my way through everything. This is herringbone check. So it's a micro check. If you look at it closely, right? And it's got the herringbone kind of jagged design. Oh, houndstooth. It's coming back to me. Cue editor. Cue Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me. It's all coming back. Yeah, it's a olive, white, and actually a blue where the houndstooth gets level. Nice micro check. We used to have it at the store at 50. It didn't sell for 34. That means we were selling Ike Behars for 50 at some point. And again, that had the 1 discount point. So I'm guessing, yeah, this was 14. This got discounted in August. Wow. Like right before I stopped working there and moved out on my own to be a big boy. Editor, keep that in. Ike Behar shirt. $20, $16. Shoot, sell it to me for 10. I don't care. Cool. Low end 10 plus 6. 13, 13. It's nice. But can get more, can get more. I am gonna try to get make an offer. Make an offer on my listings. I did it. I took it off for a little while just because I wasn't getting any offers. But I think I'm gonna leave them on because I want to sell this stuff. I don't want to like block anyone or gate anyone from looking at my stuff. I just realized that I don't think I counted these right here. So 20. Total shirt, and only grabbing this one because this is another one of my old pieces that I love to death. The tag glued itself. I've never seen that. The tag glued itself through the bottom. Must have been another label that was there. So all that's left, it says made in Italy. It was medium. I was once a medium. But this is a nice houndstooth plaid. Right? It's like micro houndstooth running through it. Plaid pattern. White, gray, light blue. It's a nice shirt. I think the sleeves just kind of stopped fitting on me. If you're ever like trying on shirts for yourself and you want to know if the sleeve fits well, I saw a tip on GQ magazine, whatever, years ago. With your arm dropped down, go make a video. You want your sleeve to hang where it's comfortable, right? But you also want to be able to bend your arm 90 degrees and have that sleeve not slide or cinch up on you too much. I spent a day just doing this like G.I. Joe action shop action on a bunch of shirts, and I think that's how this ended up in here. But yeah, I'm going to end it there with this Ermenegildo Zegna medium cotton shirt. I'm gonna go into the living room I remove a picture frame, get it out of the way. That's where I do my listing, because Matt taught me not to do repetitive strain injury type stuff, risk my neck, because he's had some terrible issues. But yeah, I'm gonna get to listing, photographing. I think my phone's charged. I appreciate you just popping in, giving me your ear. I hope I helped to some degree or gave you some form of entertainment. Expect more of these more regularly. If you could like, subscribe, sub, comment, any tips, anything you'd like to see, more pet features, let me know. I'm rambling. Thank you for your time. Be well.